Hey everybody, the Bong is here. Welcome back to the Sanctum. Today is March 22nd, 2019. I'm just gonna scroll that game over here. So it might look a bit jittery on your end. That's because I actually had to drag the game window over. Let's start a new game. Apparently you can only have like one save file going at a time, I just noticed. But yeah, let's go. There, now it doesn't. Should have got a lozenge there. So let me know how the game sounds. Like if it's too loud, I can just turn it down there. Wait, are you talking about Mario and Luigi Partners in Time, Uncle Carbuncle? Because, man, that game was okay, but it lagged so much that it became almost unplayable. And people saying like, oh, it's a good thing you're having lag, because then you'll be able to time the moves better. But it didn't make the game any more fun. Turn mic up a little. Alright, let me turn down the desktop audio and boost up the mic. Hey there, Nick. Alright, so this is wow. Like, this is one of those games that has like more of a narrative rather than an actual plot. Like, this is about a woman that's going through, like, some traumatic experience, but we don't know what that experience is. And she gets power through the dress she is wearing. So yeah, it has, like, a lot of deep overtones here. As opposed to, like, most of the other games that I've played. So right now, all I can do is just go right. That is all I can do right now. And I just have to keep going right until, well, something else happens. Oh, I'm actually able to move now. And you can jump, too. Alright, so there is something that can happen if you just wait. Apparently there's an achievement you can get just by waiting by this statue. I don't know if I already got it. Oh, now I got it. Denial. It's one of the 5 stages of grief, and there's an achievement for each stage. Like, you have to do, like, certain things in the game to find them. I mean, I could play Celeste, but I don't have that game yet. I have seen it, and it does look really good. Just look at all this stuff here. Like, it's so bleak and it's all black and white. Like, you still hear the music and everything. And then, of course, like, just this big landscape. Well, I guess I'm just supposed to go down. Good to know I can't break my legs or anything. Then you just see all these creatures, but they're just shapes and rocks. Like, is this all sand? Is this snow? Who knows? We can't tell. Like, maybe this is just all a dream. Like, there's some kind of fabrication in her head. Like, she feels all hopeless. Turn game audio up again? Really? Okay, let me do... I'm actually going to turn my headset down. Because the game audio is getting a bit loud to me. Oh, I just found this little star over here. And these little stars that you pick up will be helpful later. So you gotta, like, find as many of them as you can throughout the area. Like, some areas do not open up until you find a set amount. Let me go this way. Maybe it has something to do with, like, again, me using the speakers for the output, and just my mic for the input. So it's slightly different than using the stereo mix. Oh, there's our second star. So you see that there? I need like 3 stars to create the bridge. And I only have 2 of them. So I gotta get to that over there. I guess I just gotta climb up this then. Look at that. It just looks like a flag. But I only needed 2 to create this bridge. It almost looks like a constellation. But every time you walk on it, it makes some kind of twinkling noise, like a star. Oh, hang on. There's I think that's what's called a memento over there. Let me go get that. Like, I never got all of the mementos before, and it's not like there's any that once you miss them, you can never get them again. Can I just drop down here? I think that's what I do. There you go. Yeah, the twinkling noise is very faint. Like, even on my end. Well, good to know you, like... Oh, right, I want to go up here. That you can hold down and jump to pass through the thin platforms. So now that I have 3, I can get over here. And it autosaves, too. Just look at all these ruins and statues that are broken up. You can see the erosion in the hands. So now we actually have a little bit of color in this world. So we just created like a little bit of red. So everything around you looks a little brighter in color. Man, look at all these stairs. Now we just need to get to the next area. So all the stars you pick up, they just go into the sky. Like going from a blank sky to like a starry sky. And that's pretty much what you gotta do when you get through like each area. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to go down this way. This kind of feels like a hub, but at the same time, not fully a hub. So we'll be coming back here regularly once you clear an area out. Like, just to look how much more red and how much darker the landscape is. And you just keep sliding down this hill, it's nuts. But it's okay, you don't really just break your legs still. Even though your legs are like very skinny and thin, they don't break, which is awesome. Because fall damage would be a bitch in a game like this. Oh, thank you very much for the follow there, Big Bang Sam 4500. I try to stream more than once a week, by the way. Because I was going to stream yesterday, but I was just so tired. And Monday was an experience in itself, streaming and finishing Cuphead. Like, you have no idea how jubilated I was to finally beat the devil. This area just feels like a desert, but similar to like a space desert or, you know, Tatooine or something. For like how the structures are set up. Alright, so the gimmick here is, in this part, you have to get into buildings before the sandstorm happens. If you're outside, you'll get blown away. Oh, am I gonna have enough time to get in there? Nope! I'm gonna fall. So yeah, you just stay in place until the sandstorm goes away. Right, no reason for me to go now. Is Cuphead 2 on the way? I thought it was just like a port coming out for the Switch. And I know there's DLC coming out, but I never heard anything about an actual sequel. Is that true? I'm pretty sure all the news I heard about it was a port. Ah, I made it just in time. Look at these rocks. Like, how the hell do they float? Lady Cuphead. I think her name is Chalice Girl, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, I still need to get the other star. Oh, there it is. Yeah, I kind of figured that there was nothing posted about a Cuphead sequel. Although I wonder, like, if there is a Cuphead sequel where you beat the devil, is the sequel where you beat God? And then the next Cuphead sequels, you beat all the pagan gods for each religion and culture. That'd be something else. All because Cuphead still has a gambling problem. Oh god, now the rock that I'm in is actually like part spider. Hey there, MK fan, or MK11 fan. I did hear that a noob was revealed for MK11, as was Shang Tsung, which, unfortunately, it was also revealed that he's going to be DLC. Yeah, DLC before the game is actually released. That's going to, like, leave a bad taste in some people's mouths. I have played a lot of games, but I would say my favorite would be Final Fantasy VI or Chrono Trigger. Although Paper Mario is up there as well. Like, at least of the games that I've Let's Played. Those three would definitely be up there as my favorites. I just had to wait for the sandstorm to go away, it's fine. Now I'm a square. Yeah, it tells you what you have to do to actually use that ability. You have to hold X. So you become a stone. Like a very heavy one. That you can use to break through the ground. And avoid being pushed by the wind. Here, I'll show you how it works. It looked like something out of a Drake video now. Oh, you gotta head out for dinner? No problem, man. Hope it's a good one. Yeah, you can also move while you're a stone as well, albeit very slowly. Oh, I thought I could break that. It's hip to be a square, guys. Look. I mean, like I mentioned earlier, like, I don't remember if I mentioned this on stream at all or just on the pre-stream about this game being, like, flagged on Facebook for nudity. And I still remember when I was on Facebook, like, an hour or so ago, and then I saw, like, this meme for Robert Downey Jr. It's Robert Downey Jr. as a brownie. That's what makes it funny. Oh, I guess I gotta go down here then. newfiebangaa for MK12. Look, dude. If PewDiePie is not gonna get an MK12, I don't have a chance either, alright? Like, if Midway watched my, or not Midway, NetherRealm Studios watched my Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance Let's Play, they would never want me in their game in the future, ever. I have a lot of statues over here. I don't think anybody wants PewDiePie in there at all. Like, there hasn't been, like, one person there suggesting that, as far as I know. And if they were, it hasn't been taken seriously or be put in the mainstream. Great, so now we're pretty much up in the sky, and there's a whole bunch of windmills. God, look at the sun over there too. Like, it was so close, and now it's very distant. I'm just gonna say, I don't think they want any real people of any profession in Mortal Kombat at all, because it's a game that's meant about killing people in the most gruesome way. I mean, that doesn't surprise me, because Ronda Rousey is going to be Sonya Blade. And she was probably really big into those games. Like, to actually play as one of those characters. Oh, we got that thing working now. Alright, so I can go left. Yeah, apparently I can only go left. Because I don't think I have enough stars to go right. And that's a good thing. So, like, if you're into the game or you're being involved in the game, showing that you care is, like, much better than having a complete disconnect from what you're trying to represent. Okay, well, there's the other star. I want to get that. There we go. I think I can go up this way, too. Oops. I wasn't supposed to do that. I forgot you had to like stay in these like shaded areas or you're gonna fall right off. Oh, I'll take that. Okay, so now that I got 3 stars, I can go right. So yeah, Final Fantasy IX is actually going really well. Again, I haven't finished that game, but I feel like I have a very good chance of doing so. I'm hoping to finish it before the start of summer, but I doubt it. Because it is a pretty long game. You should, man, if that is your sort of thing. But again, only if that's your sort of thing. Like, if it's, well, it's a JRPG, of course. And, you know, some JRPGs can drag out depending on what that game is. But I did like 9 more than I liked 8. Including 7. I kind of liked 7, but 9 I liked more than 7. In the PS1 games. 8 was just a mess with what they were trying to come up with. And I know a lot of people love Final Fantasy VIII. I was not one of them. I just wasn't. They tried to do too much for the type of gameplay mechanic. It's like, man, look at all these spells you can get. Oh, but you have to tie your spells... tie your stats to certain spells, so it kind of makes you feel like you shouldn't use them. Oops, wow, I totally botched that. Okay, there we go. I think I gotta wait a bit more. Perfect. We can go this way. What are you talking about, Legos? Your view on Final Fantasy VII being sounding weird? But there were a lot of people that thought that Final Fantasy VII was overrated too. Like, it was great, but not as great as people make it out to be, you know? To each their own. There were just other Final Fantasies I liked better. Oh, that. No, that's not weird at all. I had like one fan that is obsessed with like watching my Mario hacks. And she gets mad at me because every time I talk, she falls asleep. And then she has to like rewatch certain episodes. And then to the point that she forgets what part she's on. Oh. Okay, I gotta weigh this down to get that. Boom. Oh, I thought I was gonna make it back up. So yeah, if I do get around to finishing FF9 and Dark Cloud 2, I gotta think about what else I'm gonna be doing for the rest of the year. Like, almost an extended Christmas special? Oh, I see what I gotta do. I gotta weigh this all the way down. And then, I gotta get to the top platform that I couldn't before. Alright, let me get closer to that platform. There we go. That'll give me a better head start. Oh, 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 oh! Yeah! I mean, there are games I'll just consider and think about. And there's like a myriad of different kinds, and now that I got the Elgato, my possibilities are more expanded. Of course, Xbox consoles are still out of the question because I have neither of them. And of course, it also depends on what game people wanted me to do, and if I can actually get that game at a reasonable price. Like, I want you to play this game, but it's not easy to get, and it's also maybe $80. Probably less likely to happen. Okay, I think I have to get another star. It's nice that the machine's there to actually help me. Oh, I can't. I gotta get to the other side of that rock. And of course, because I touched over so many different game series, that now it's gonna get to the point that I gotta start finishing them. Alright, are you gonna move that rock for me? Please move that rock for me. Thank you! It's almost like a hermit crab, just finding a new home. Oh, I have to go all the way back. Alright, that's fine. I mean, I still have Slide 3, I just never touched it. And I remember that Slide 2 had a bit of a delay simply because when I tried to play it, the game would freeze. And it turns out there was like scratches and buffs on it. Which thankfully I got sorted for free because the game store that I bought it from also fixes up discs. And they did it for me for free because it came from their store. Which otherwise I would have to spend maybe $5 or $10. Like I did for Dynasty Warriors 3 and Odin Spear. Alright, so this must be the main windmill over here, and it's not working. Guess I gotta do this. Nope, it's not weighing all the way down. Well, on the plus side, my PS2 Let's Plays will now be done with OBS instead of, like, using Pinnacle. Because now I get, like, slightly better quality for it. I gotta take a phone call? No problem. Guess I'm not all the way up yet. Okay, well, let's try this again. Let's try going a little bit higher. Yeah, I gotta go over this side. There we go. Now, you see that? It gives me more ledges to stand on. Oh, I think I have to be on this one. God, look at this view. Boom! We did it. But now look, we're going all the way up to the sky. Just look at all this. Look how high up we are now. But can you take me higher? To the place where blind can see and golden streets. Remember the time in the late 90s when you could listen to Creed and not feel like it's a guilty pleasure? Pepperidge Farm remembers. I'd certainly hate to fall down now. Hey there, Wolfie. You showed up just at the right amount of time that I brought green to the world. Started out completely colorless. We brought in red. And now all of a sudden there are plants. How much does this game cost on Steam anyway? Oh, it's in my inventory, so I can't really see. Unless... Oh, wait a minute. 1949 Canadian. So... probably around $15 US. So that's not too bad. I think I got this game when it was on sale. Like during the winter sale, I believe it was. Oh, hey there, Remilia. Yeah, when I first saw this game, I really wanted to play it. It's certainly a really good purchase, too. Okay, so now we gotta get to, like, the second part of the level. No, actually, I did do the second part. I gotta go to the third part. I just gotta remember where that part is. Is it over this way? No, I think I gotta go down. But look at this bridge. Like, when it zooms out, it makes the place look really large. Like, it just feels like you're walking endlessly. Oh, well, I guess I gotta jump down. Let's do it. Whee! God, when you look at this forest, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Super Paper Mario. When you get to the chapter just before you find Princess Peach. Like, I don't know why it has that kind of feel for me, but it does. I think it's the square trees that do it. Look at the little bugs. They're shy. As soon as I walk away, they pop up again. Reminds you of Hornet from Hollow Knight? I think it's just the way she moves. Like, both Hornet and GRIS have, like slim legs. And the way they move is so graceful. That's what it reminds me of as well. And at least we'll get to play as her in the next Hollow Knight DLC. And look at this critter. Oh, he's shy too. Why don't you like me? Is it because of my hair? Is my hair color too wild for you? Or maybe the dress just makes her bigger than she is. It's like you're trying to scare off a bear. God, the ground looks so fuzzy when you get here. Oh, look at these trees. It's like you have to get there at the right time. Oh! Ah, oh. Well, I tried. Alright, let's try this again. If I get penalized for Russian, Soviet. That was a Russian pun. Okay, more of those trees. Just look at the way they unravel. It's like paper. Whoa, okay. Oh. I messed up. I was too slow. Oh, ooh, oh, yeah! I made it. Wait, what game? Giga Wrecker? Never heard of it, actually. I might look it up to see what kind of game it is. Oh, that's an apple. I guess the little critter likes the apples, huh? Especially the ones that are not round. Look, he's following me. Look at him go. Thinks I got more apples for him? I should look for them. 'Cause he might help me out. Oh, I think I have to slam on top of the tree. No, wait a minute. There's another apple right here. Here you go. Eat up. He's so tiny, but he can, like, take big bites. He getting his fiber. Right, catch it. Oh, you were so close. Oh, he's so adorable. He cheers every time he eats an apple, too. Oh, and he just points where I need to go. How cute. Okay, this looks like some kind of cave. You can't tell if those are roots of the tree or pipes. They almost look like pipes to me. Oh, you had to get another apple. Alright. You might as well come with me. Can you get up here? Oh, he jumps around the same time I do. So I guess I have to guide him. To get him home. Which allows me to get over there too. Alright, little buddy, you're gonna get home real soon. I promise you that. Even though I don't know where your home is, we'll figure it out together. There's another apple out up there. How do I get that to him? Looks like he's trapped again. Oh, he crushed that for me! How awesome! Wait, how did he get up there anyway? I saw another apple. He got up there before. You know what? I'm not going to worry about it. I think I have an achievement for that before. So I think him getting every single apple is no big deal. Unless it is. We just crashed like parts of the rocks together. That's teamwork. Look at him tumble! He's fine. He's doing his best. I thought I fell down too. Never mind. Guess I'll have to find my own way. So what's everyone's plans for the weekend anyway? I'm probably just gonna like mostly relax after this stream. I don't know, I might probably just render the other videos I got coming up. Just make sure that they're ready for the next few days. Like, as far as FF9 goes, I don't think I really need to grind so much where I'm to now. So that can wait. Which is good, for sure. Is there an easier way for me to get up here? I don't have any of the stars. So I guess I was supposed to go left. Oh, nice. I thought I missed my mark. Are you just going to catch up on some older LPs, Wolfie? Yeah, that's no problem. It's hard to, like, decide what you're gonna watch if you have only so much time in the day. Especially like each thing you want to watch can take up to 20 minutes minimum. Oh, I see what these trees do. They transition when I do. Maybe I should deal with that later and go over here first. No. I gotta deal with it now. Like, that's not even tricky at all. It's just a matter of, like, doing it all in one jump. Okay, don't jump here. Then you can get that. Yeah, I still remember when I did that Let's Play of Breath of Fire 4. I mean, it was good, but I preferred what I did in Breath of Fire 3 more. Like, 4 to me felt a little bit weaker than what 3 was. I still enjoyed 1 and 2 an awful lot. Although 2, when you got to the final dungeon, Infinity, oh, it drags so much. I'm still missing one of the stars. Trying to remember where it is I go get it. Did I have to go down to the right? I'm sure there was something there that I need to go for. Unless I can only go for it later. Yeah, because I know I need 2 stars, and then I can go over there. But there's still the issue of getting up there. Well, I'm glad to hear it. I'm almost not looking forward to Dragon Quarter because I heard so many bad things about it. Like, it's not a terrible game, but it certainly wasn't as good as the others either. Alright, welcome back, man. Okay, I gotta go back and find out where I missed that second star. Was it to the right? Yeah, I think if I just go down here, I might find something. I wasn't really saying that much about my PS2 games, just that I can just use them with OBS instead of Pinnacle. I think that was literally the only thing I said of substance. But yeah, recently we were talking about Breath of Fire Dragon Quarter, and how I'm not looking forward to that game because I've heard so many bad things about it. I don't have like an immediate timetable for when I'm doing a Smash Ultimate again. It's not that I never will anymore, but I would like to transition to like other games too, like say Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. Yeah, look at all this tree over there. certainly won't miss having to look for them, that's for sure. Like, some of them, like, some of the bottles, like, they were okay to get. And then you get to, like, say, 1 or 2 bottles left, and you're spending 20 minutes on that alone. That is just absurd. Like, I'd be okay if there was, like, a radar where it can ping where they are. But, of course, you still have to get to that location. And sometimes that location could be hard to do. Like, that alone would make it infinitely better. Yeah, when I get over here, that happens. Is there any way I can break that? I feel like I'm missing something blatantly obvious when I'm not able to get this particular... What if I drop down here? Because I did see some trees that, like, transition when I jump, but they're nowhere that I can reach it from the bottom. What if I do this? Nothing. Okay. I feel like it's staring me in the face and I don't know where. But let me go as far back as I can. Like, I don't think I went well beyond this way. Oh, wait a minute, I could have just dropped down here? Oh, geez, I wasted so much time. I could have done that earlier. Cracked filling? I mean, I've had a filling before, but I don't think I've had one that was cracked. Ugh. I awakened green like around a half hour ago. Like sometime after you left. But, I don't have to worry about fillings. I just gotta worry about getting my wisdom teeth out. And I'll probably wait till the summer to do it. Who knows? God, I wasted so much time trying to find that second star that all I had to do was just go this way. One of my wisdom teeth is fine. The other one might be developing a cavity. The other one is growing longer because it has nothing to bite into. And the one that's on the same side, but on the bottom, is inside my gum. No joke. And it's growing sideways. Yep, we now have the ability to double jump. So now we should be able to open our way to more areas. Which is great. Oh. Okay, I see what I gotta do. Yeah, not only do you get a double jump, but you can actually, like, descend slower. And when you get to like certain butterflies, you'll be able to fly up in the air. I think it's just more like the more stars you find, like certain altars that have them, the more of your dress's powers start to awaken. Oh, wait a minute, I see what I gotta do. I could tackle the Legacy of Kain series, but will I? I don't know. That's up in the air. One thing I did not like about my first impression of the Legacy of Kain series, the first game was just way too dark. It's kind of hard to see. It's one of those can't see shit games, you know? Even though it's not a shit game. Hypnospace Outlaw. I think it was Blood Omen. It was definitely the first one for the PS1. Maybe the other ones are not as dark. Alright, there we go. Hypnotoad Treasure Tracker. Uh-oh. Yeah, but doesn't have to be like too dark for me to see. Because vampires should be able to see very well through anything. And if I'm playing as a vampire, shouldn't I want to see through a lot of everything too? Oh, now we can get really high up. If I can suggest one thing, Ramilia, is that my stream schedule is a little bit up in the air. So don't get the idea that I might be able to confirm streaming on a certain day. Because I may or may not. Especially like when it comes to like a day after a previous stream. Usually I'm just so busy that I don't have enough time to do them all. I wonder if those, like, stone statues are what got flagged for nudity. Just looks like a bunch of butterflies in this world. Nope, that's a bird. Just knocked me right off. What the hell? So yeah, there are actually bosses in this game. If you can call them bosses. I mean, I don't think you can really die to them. But they just push you back. Like what this bird's trying to do. Yeah, you would never think this game has bosses. But I guess you can really just call them interactive wow, interactive puzzles more than bosses. Yeah, you can't die to bosses in an epic yarn, but they can really keep you from unlocking the extra levels in each world if you kept getting hit by them. Funny enough, in Wario Land 3, there was only one boss that could kill you, and that was the final one. Oh, Birdie Boy's coming. Oh, that wasn't supposed to go like that. Or maybe it was. Oh man, I tried to jump and it was too late. Oh, I see what I was supposed to do. What would I think of my Wario Land LPs? 1 was okay, because I had more fond memories of 1. 2, it could have gone better. 3 also could have gone better. But 4, I did like. Seems the music has calmed down a bit. SteamWorld Dig? Nope, never tried it. Don't know if I would get into it, but we'll see. Stranger things have happened. Oh, great, now Birdie Boy's after me again. What Wario games have I not LP'd? Well, you can always just like go to my channel and type in Wario and see what comes up. I definitely have not played the Virtual Boy one, despite my best efforts to try to get it to work, and I never did. The Wii game, Shake It, I never played. Or never Let's Played. I have played, but I never beaten. I think Wario Blast was one. That was a Bomberman and Wario game. This area seems way too quiet. I know all of a sudden Birdie Boy is going to show up again. It's going to happen. Yep, there he is. Oh wow, he actually keeps you away. So you have to like pound these so you can get up there. I think I have to get the bell to ring. I'm trying to remember how it is you're supposed to defeat this boss. I think I was supposed to get up there? Like if he crows really loud, he'll ring the bell and hurt himself. Have I played any Simpsons games? I played a lot of them on the NES and on the Game Boy. If you're talking about Let's Plays, definitely that. Hit and Run, Road Rage, and the Simpsons game I've also played, but on my own time. It's not that I can't don't want to Let's Play Wario Land Shake It. It's just that I haven't been able to find it. You know, without spending, like, a nice amount of money. Yep, now we have blue, and now it's starting to rain. Not a fan of rain. Unless I never had plans to go outside anyway. Then it can rain as much as it needs to. Oh, you don't have to do that, Wolfie. But I do appreciate the sentiment. I find that even if I had a copy of the game, I wouldn't have much time to get at it yet. Alright, so now we're back in the forest, and everything's getting a little wet. Okay, that's actually pretty neat. Like, there are invisible trees, and you can only, like, walk as far as there's still, like, rain hitting it. Oh yeah, I definitely know how you feel, Ramilia. Like, I still remember that I used to have a copy of Smash Bros. Melee, and I traded that in, like, many years ago, until I realized how much it would cost if I were to get another one. I think I can break this, and I shall. Well, we'll definitely see. Right now, I'm just focused on the games I already have on my plate as is. I don't know. I never really went to my local game store just for that specific game. Because there was like no immediate need for me to get it at the time. Still now, there's no immediate need for me to get it. Last game I bought at my local game store for like secondhand games, that's not like an EB Games or a GameStop, was Scorpion King for the GameCube. I got that for like $10. So as you can see, I can't really swim. Now we made it back to the hub. few of your Wii games got stolen? That sucks. I think the only thing I had really stolen from me was clothes. And it was stolen out of an apartment dryer. That was like so many years ago. And it sucks because like one of the shirts that got stolen was the Castlevania Lords of Shadow t-shirt that I got with the game so many years ago. I think I'm supposed to go back down this way and to the left. Yeah, because if I try to get here before, I can't because there was no water. But because of the water, I can go to that hard-to-reach area. Oh god, look how dank this cave is. It's like something out of Ori and the Blind Forest. Like, it's not just the games, Wolfie. I would imagine, like, your peace of mind knowing that your property wasn't safe at that time. That would really suck. Which it does. Oh, God, there's upside down water now. I mean, luckily I still have my Mortal Kombat Armageddon Collector's Edition, which had the DVD for like the character designs and the fatalities and stuff. I think it was the one that had like Sonya and Kano on it. God, this is so freaky that you can just pop out from underneath the water. My god, look at this tree. God, it's like something out of Lord of the Rings. When you're just outside the gates to Moria. Oh god, this is actually pretty cool. You can hear the water, but as soon as you watch it, go in, look. Or listen. You can barely hear it anymore. That's actually really immersive. I like that. I mean, they put a lot of detail in this game, and it feels like it matters, as opposed to Red Dead Redemption 2, where they actually made the horse's testicles look more lifelike. Because, you know, there was this whole story about, like, how overworked game developers were, and, well, still are. And that's what we had to look forward to make the horse testicles glisten. That they spent so many hours to make it look so realistic. They did! I found that out on Twitter! Like, it was nuts! Okay, that was a bit of a Freudian slip there, when I was talking about horse testicles and I said it was nuts. Like, you can look it up. Hold on, I'm gonna see if I can find it. Oh my god, that was like a... I think that was one of the tweets from Rockstar. Yes, the horse's testicles will be realistic. But not only will they look realistic, this isn't some 2-bit arcade game we're talking about here. The horse's testicles will change size depending on the weather. Oh my god. IGN actually made an article on that too. Like, what the fuck? I don't know if it's for Zoophiles, but I think it's just Rockstar being Rockstar. I mean, I did like Red Dead Redemption 1, but I don't have my copy of that game anymore because one of my friends at the time, his brother's PS3 got stolen, and it included some of his games. So me and a couple other friends actually gave away some of the PS3 games we were done with. And, well, he gave me like $10 for some of them. And one of the games that I gave away was Red Dead Redemption 1, Command & Conquer Red Alert 3, and the original copy of Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion. I had to buy Oblivion again like a few years later, which was a Game of the Year edition. Oh, I see what I gotta do. Okay, there we go. Stream has gone downhill fast talking about horse balls. Yeah, it's turning awful. Awfully okay. Okay, now I just gotta get like 2 stars. Let me go this way first. This looks like some kind of ice cavern. Okay, now you get to another game mechanic. Just wait a while. Oh, wait a minute, I know what I need to do. I need to freeze myself while in this form. Can't reach that? Oh. Okay. By doing that, I create a platform up in the air. Yeah, I still have my PS3 copy of Oblivion, which is pretty cool. Maybe I'll stream that in the future, who knows? Because I tried to stream the PC version, but it only had partial controller support, which pissed me off. So there's that. At least I can get back to Oblivion if I want to play it that way. But I think what turned me off from Oblivion at one point when I stopped playing it was I had a really good weapon back in the day, and then I ended up dropping it because an enemy attacked me. Oh, wait a minute. I see what I gotta do. Maybe if I do this... There! I did it. Yeah, it was Elder Scrolls 1 Arena that I Let's Played. Many, many years ago, and people wanted me to do that so badly. And... that was a game that had so many times where the game would just crash on its own. Like, it was ridiculous. And also times where enemies would kill me even though they never touched me. Or there was like one dungeon where I had to like spam spells to kill a certain enemy that was blocking me even though he was not on the same plane of elevation that I was on. So now we can swim, in case you guys hadn't noticed. At least the swimming mechanics here are pretty good. Look at the fish. Oh, I need to follow that. Oh, now it's getting darker. Okay, so for this area, I need 6 stars, but I have 2 of them right at the start. Oh, there's a hidden passage over here. Depression. Wow, this is a really sad achievement to get. It's like you just feel like you're drowning, even though you're above water. That's what depression can feel like. And I'm lucky that I've never had to deal with depression, even though there were times I was sad. Like depressed, but I didn't have depression. And I know a lot of my friends that do have depression, and it sucks for them every day. And it's not something you can just snap out of, that's for sure. Sadly, we have a long way to go before, like, the rest of society can get it. Like, not get depression, I mean understand what it feels like. I think I'm supposed to get around there somehow. Oh, wait a minute, I know how. I need these creatures to launch myself upward. So I can get into the, above water. Okay, can I get up there somehow? Oh, I need another set of butterflies. Am I gonna find them here? Oh, wait a minute, I know what I need to do. I think I need to break through this on the other side. So that can open up. Boom. That's one of them. So I need 4 more. Well, I'm really glad you got help with that. Like, some people, they're almost scared to get help because of the stigma. Or they want to get help, but the healthcare in their area was just, like, not that accessible. And that's another issue, too. I think I'm supposed to get up there. But I need to keep a set of butterflies for that? Oh. I know what I need to do. I need to get to the other side. Okay, I see what I gotta do. I gotta get to that from above. Do I do it from this side? I think I do. If I do it like this. Oh, but I can't go from that side. Maybe I gotta do it from underneath. Like this. There. That should help me open up the way to get to the other one. Oh, no, that's not gonna work. Oh yeah, bipolar disorder. Yeah, like, I would not wish that on anyone. Like, no one would wish that on anyone. But as long as you're... Oh, I should have not gone sideways. But as long as you're able to get help for it, that's all that matters. Like, you gotta take care of yourself, for sure. Well, this has turned into a very interesting stream, I will say that much. And here I was, just wanting to play some video games. Okay, so I almost got all the stars that I need to progress. I think there's one more. Oh no, there's nothing wrong with discussing that at all. If anything, it's more than welcome here. Oh, yeah, I think I'm missing one. No, I'm missing two. Never mind. Guess I have to go on this side. Just tell me to go this way. Oh, do I just have to catch this one? I think I have to catch it. Yeah, I do. Okay. Oh, believe you me, it's not lame at all. If anything, it's even more lame if a stream place did not allow people to be open with themselves. Okay, I think this is the last spot I need to go to. Like, I don't think that's anything of a big deal that I'm good talking about these kinds of social issues. Like, it's just basic human decency, you know what I mean? Like, I would certainly want that if I was going through some shit, or if I had a family member that was going through that too. It's kind of like that. Just something simple. Oh. Okay, I know what I need to do. Gotta do that at the right angle. Okay, that's what you gotta do. Seems a bit tricky to pull these off at the right angle. Okay, that's the last of the stars I need to get through this place. Oh, that's a red lemon that turns into a turtle. I think I should follow it. So now we can go to, like, the deepest part of the ocean. Now I have a source of light. Thank God this is not real water. Like, imagine all the water pressure. That would just totally distort you. It just feels a bit darker in here too. Yeah, I'm talking about like being so deep in the water, you can just feel it all weighing down. So glad you can't get the bends in this game. I don't know if it's yellow, but it certainly feels more like a lighter blue. Well, this is not what I was hoping for when I used that ability. Oh, great, now the bird's back. Oh no, it's not a bird, it's an eel now. So you gotta try not to get eaten by this shadow. Oh great, it splits into two smaller eels. I think it can kill you if you hit the wall. Or if you don't dash at the right time. Thanks for the boost. Oh, I can't see shit. What's going on? Alright. Seems pretty safe now. At least it all lights up as you get closer. So we should be out of the water area soon enough. We're slowly swimming up each time. So eventually we should be out. Okay, there we go. Where's the rest of the moss? Okay, now I can see again. Oh, Jesus! I hate that part of the game! Like, it's a literal jump scare. Like, it's all fine and dandy, and then all of a sudden, bam! Take this big bite out of your face. Ooh. Get away, my legs are not delicious. Oh, you're heading out, Remilia? No problem. I might still be streaming for another 15 minutes or so, give or take, depending on where I'm at. Oh, no. Oh, the turtle saved me. Thank you, my turtle friend. At least you won't try to eat me. Alright, we're fine. Everything's cool. At least the eel's not gonna suddenly come back. Thank God he didn't actually come back. Jesus. Okay, now I gotta get out of this cave. Oh, okay. I'm actually above where I used to be. Yep, this is definitely yellow. Because you can see, like, yellow lights now. Yeah, it's definitely better than, like, some of those, Flash videos that I used to watch. Like, when they go over, like, songs or inspirational poems. And then all of a sudden, that big, scary face pops up. Oh, thought there was something over here. Yeah, you definitely should, man. Hopefully at a time when it's on sale. Ah, okay, I gotta go right. Yeah, so the gimmick here is that you're in a dark cave, and you gotta use some of these trees to actually light it up. Yeah, I was thinking about getting like a Death's Gambit on Humble Bundle, but the sale wasn't as good as I thought it would be. Because I wanted to try it out. But I suppose I can wait. I mean, there are other games I can still play. I mean, even though I got the game on sale, I still did not play Borderlands 2 yet. Oh, I have to go this way. How much more swimming do I have to do, really? It's just so much. Oh, I thought it fell out. Oh, you learned about Command Mission from my channel. That's awesome. Well, on the plus side, Command Mission does have a bit of post-game content. So while it's reaching its end, it's not necessarily after the final boss. Okay, I remember this part of the game. Think I'm pretty close to the end. It's not a long game by any standards. Okay, where the hell do I gotta go again? I think it's left? Oh yeah, it's definitely over here. The purple scarf? I don't know if I'm gonna try for that. Because I think it's just like a lot of things to do. Oh, that's over there. Okay, this is not the way I gotta go. I think it's up and left? No, I came from up and left. No, I didn't. Is it over here? Okay, yeah, this is definitely the spot that I gotta go. I gotta go up all these stairs. Okay, now you get this little firefly that guides you. And if that firefly goes away, you can't stand on those stairs. If you ground pound, the firefly goes away. This game is goddamn beautiful. It really is. Like, you would never think that someone like me just play games because of how pretty they are, given my vast library of Let's Plays on this channel. But this is definitely one of those exceptions. Okay, that's pretty neat too, to just create a whole bunch of light this way. But I had to be fast because, look, it's fading. And if I take too long, I'm going to fall through it. I think I'm supposed to go this way. Yeah, I am. God, this... Now the floor is like glass. There's still water in this area, too. I mean, I do have the 3 PS2 Devil May Cry games. I no longer have God of War 1, but I mean, I can always just borrow it from a friend. I would probably have to do some editing to take the nudity out. I still have Castlevania Lords of Shadow as well. And I have a digital copy of Lords of Shadow 2. So if you think after 10 years I'm gonna run out of ideas, think again. Alright, Mr. Firefly, well, hope you're gonna follow me all the way through. Of course you're not, so I had to get this one. Oh yeah, speaking of Devil May Cry, I did see a tweet where, like, Devil May Cry 5 sold, what, 2 million copies in 5 days? Whereas DMC sold 5 million copies in 2 years? Or 5 years, rather? Okay, so I need 2 stars to get the next ability. I have to go look for it then. Do I have to go underwater for it? Who knows? Only one way to find out. I mean, there are probably going to be people that are just going to Let's Play or stream DMC just to see how bad it is, treating it like the Sonic 06 of the Devil May Cry series. Just because it's so bad. Like, people might only play it just for that reason. Okay, looks like this is leading somewhere. Oh, you're saying the writing and look was kind of shit? I mean, I guess, but they're also like, it might have been a bit too fan servicey. Time Splitters 3, or I think it was Time Splitters 3, ran into that same problem. It was just way too much fan service. Even though it was a good game, I just liked 2 better at the time. Alright, so now we run into the gimmick of this area. Depending on the threshold, you could be upside down. That's going to be disorienting. And I think it's an exact replica of where you were. Okay, this part can be tricky. Oh, there we go. Is this what I want to do? Or is that going to send me back? Oh, okay, I need to do this. Wait, did I do this right? I don't think I did. Maybe I'm supposed to light up that tree again. Ah, yes, that's what I was supposed to do. For a moment there, I almost thought of asking why are we just mostly focusing on Devil May Cry when we're playing this game. And then I realized, like, a half hour to an hour ago, we were talking about horse testicles, so you know what? I will allow it. I only played, like, Devil May Cry 4. And even though I have the other 3 games before it, I never played any of them. No, wait, that's not true. I played some of 1. Just to try it out. And I did like it. But I haven't had enough time to play the rest of it. Or maybe I didn't play DMC 1. Maybe I only just watched somebody stream it. Yeah, I think I only just watched a stream of it. So yeah, I definitely did not play some of DMC 1. Okay, I'm thinking, was this the area where I had a hard time finding a certain star? I think it was. Or maybe it was a star after that. Hey James, welcome to the show. Even though you're approaching the near end of it. Yeah, I did get Dante for the SMT series. It doesn't count for anything because that's still an SMT game, not a Devil May Cry game. Like, he was just shoehorned in. I hated running into him in the third part of the labyrinth, though. When he was chasing you. Hated that so much. Gave me so much anxiety. Like, Dante, at that part of the game, reminded me of the Silent Realm and Skyward Sword. Instead, there was only, like, one Dante instead of, like, 3 or 4 of them chasing you at once. SMT, that's a Shin Megami Tensei. Like, I remember Let's Playing Nocturne against my best wishes. Yep, this is definitely the one. Because I've had to, like, do, like, a high jump around that peak. He's only playable if you defeat him as a boss. Like, he's an optional boss. And even if you defeat him, you could actually, there was a way you can actually fight him. And if you beat him, you can recruit him for, like, very cheap. Alright, now let me think about this for a second. How the hell did I get past this? Yeah, if you jump out once, he gets away. He is a bit tough, but usually by the time you can reach him, you've already endured so much shit anyway. Oh, wait a minute. What was I thinking? I don't even need to jump to get over here. There we go. That's what I need to do. Okay, we got both stars that I need. Yeah, he was strong. At least he was able to be leveled. But believe it or not, depending on what you do, you can actually lose him forever. So he's not required to beat the game, but it makes your life a lot easier. Alright, so now we have the ability to sing. And it actually livens up this entire section. Because you only have room for like so many demons. And he pretty much takes the same priority as a regular demon. It's weird like that, I know. I mean, I kept him when I did my playthrough of that game. And he helped out a little bit against Lucifer. Although I think I might have swapped him out for another demon. Even though I didn't get rid of him, he was just in reserve. Because he was mostly for damage, but he didn't really have many buffs of his own. Oh, I pressed the wrong button. Am I in a rush to do Persona? No. Would I consider it? Yes. I have 3 and 4. The other ones I don't have. And that's probably the reason why I haven't considered them yet, because they are long. And I know that I may not care to 100% them, but I know that if I try to Let's Play Persona games, I'm going to have people on my back for not 100%ing them. Because the fan base for the Persona series can be a bit rabid. And I still remember that time that I watched someone film DSP do Persona 3. And he actually ran into a lot of bullshit with the final boss. He didn't have any party members that were resilient to charm, so as a result his main hero got charmed repeatedly and fully healed the last boss, to the point that it was so notorious Atlas itself made a comment on that particular video saying that the charm salt was real, and that lived on with him forever. He did eventually beat the game after all, but that was not going away. Like the time he nearly rage quit Star Fox Zero. Which, I mean, I could understand, because Star Fox Zero did feel like a disappointment compared to the games of the past. But I would certainly give it the old college try against Andros. I mean, let's face it, Star Fox 64 was no bastion of easiness either. Like that time I had to face Starwolf at Venom, and I lost all my allies. That was a shit show in itself, but I did manage to do it. After, like, one failed attempt. Honestly, I was not a fan of Star Fox Zero's mechanics either. But the whole double screen stuff. And, like, the dialogue can, only be heard through the tablet. I've always found like this ability very fascinating. Just to bring life to flowers and whatnot. I think I need to liven them all up. Oh, there's this one too. And then there's this one, and I think that's all of them. In this section. Okay, I needed that just to get over here. Makes sense. If they had just waited to do a Star Fox game on the Switch, it would have been executed a hell of a lot better. I'm sure a lot of people would have that take. Oh, this is just a slope. Never mind. Would I get Link's Awakening for the Switch? If I do, I'm in no immediate rush. Because I've already Let's Played Link's Awakening Deluxe for Game Boy Color. And I don't feel like shilling out, knowing Nintendo, probably 70 to 80 bucks after tax to play it again. But that's just me. It's like I try my best to be fiscally responsible. How many more stars do I need to get? So I know I got a few of them now. Don't think I've been up this way yet. Have I? Like maybe up and left, but not to the right. No, I definitely have not been to the right. Aha! Another passage. Oh, that's all I did that for? Well, that's not really necessary other than maybe for completion's sake. Okay, let's see how many more I need to get. Oops. So I think this is the last part of the game. Or pretty close to it. I'm missing 2. Okay. So I should go right. I haven't used this ability on the right side yet. And it shows. Your bro and you are going through a lot of retro games and series. You just finished Castlevania 4, started Symphony of the Night tomorrow. Oh, that's pretty cool, man. And I heard Konami's like doing like another collection of Castlevania games. Some of them even include the Game Boy ones. Which, I guess, surprised me that they were thinking about doing the Game Boy ones. Oh my god, now I gotta use this Tektite-like thing. Oh, it probably follows me. So as long as I'm steering this way, it'll continue to go. Yeah, there was one coming out for Castlevania, one coming out for Contra, and I forget what the other game is, but I think it's a shooter. Now, if only we can get like a collection for Suikoden, even if it's a premium price. A lot of people will be all over that, myself included. Yeah, I heard it has Haunted Castle. I just hope they change it around so that it's easier. Because, God, I remember Haunted Castle being such a pain in the ass to do. Like, you didn't have unlimited continues playing that game. Like, even if you had to play through MAME, if you game over, you're starting back at the beginning. And it sucked. Wait, I think this is where I came from. I know. Wait a minute. Oh, I can't go beyond this. I think I'm supposed to go this way, actually? I think it is. Is this where I think it is? Oh yeah, this machine. Now that I activated it, it goes up and down, so I have to time my movements carefully. Especially now that I got two of them active. So I pretty much have to do this to get to that side. Nice. Yeah, I think that's the real joy of the Christmas special. Not just what games you know that are coming, but what games you don't know are coming afterwards. Okay, now that I got the last star, we should get back to that tree. Am I going the right way to that tree? I think I am. You must be talking about, like, maybe the tournaments where Okami did lose by, like, a slim margin. Yeah, like, it was definitely that. Alright, here we go. I think we should be pretty close. Yep, that's all of them. We can get up here now. So we just flipped the entire universe upside down, I think. Like right now, that's like all the stars we put into the sky throughout the whole game. Now we have to like walk that path. Alright, here we go. Let's see what happens. Great, now there's that dark shadow monster again. Yep, that dark shadow is a reflection of you. Just ripping your whole world apart. There we go. Game over, guys. We got the sadness. Or did we? Now we just gotta try to swim back up. Even though it's happening on its own. Like, you're literally just slowly floating back up into the air. Or back to the surface while all these statues are crumbling to the bottom. Like trying to escape the absolute bleakness of this world. Oh, by the way, you can't go beyond the right. There's an invisible wall there. Right now, this is all that's left. Here you go, let me give you some flowers. Oh, I thought that was a tree you can just replant. Never mind. Okay, it's just a series of jumps you gotta do now. But we are very close. Who needs cement and glue when you can just sing to fix statues, am I right? Alright, so now nothing should stop us from climbing the rest of this road. And there you go, that's the end of the game right there. So yeah, if you're like going through it, you can beat it in like 2.5 hours. It's not a bad game, definitely. Like for what it is, it's a decent length. So yeah, they definitely put like a fair amount of work into like its presentation, as well as the soundtrack too. So yeah, what did you guys think? I thought it was like really fun to play. Like something relaxing where you didn't have to be like stressed out and worried about like making mistakes. And it felt like it told like quite a deep story. I'd say probably next stream I'll just like maybe play some Smash or Mario Kart. We'll see. Depending on my mood, I guess. I looked at the previous stream last Saturday when I did Smash, and looking at the video quality, it turned out pretty good for what it was. Like maybe turn the game volume down because my mic sounded a bit low. But we'll take it from there, I guess. Yeah, I'm glad you think so too, James. Like, looking at the names of the people involved in this game, I'm guessing most of them, like, the headquarters of where they made the game is around, like, maybe Spain? Because you see a lot of Spanish names, I'm just noticing. Because I think that's where the game studio was based. I could be wrong, though. I think it is actually like Eos that it's gray in French. Which, when you think about it, it actually makes a lot of sense. Like, it starts out in a gray world. But yeah, that's it for the stream. So for now, thank you all for watching, and I'll see you next time.